Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters Plus Silent Gear Only Edition. So in this episode, we're actually going to be starting off by making some stuff. So first off, I got to find out what kind of cord we can make, because you need bow limbs plus a cord in order to actually make a bow. So we can go string, fluffy string, silk, flax string, sinew fiber string, fine silk, rarely from spiders. Do I have any? I don't. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go normal string for now, which is fine. Normal string cord, rarity plus 4, range speed plus 10. Then we need a long tool rod. We get that guy. And then we need bow limbs, which are gonna be... Can we make a diamond bow is the real question. So if we go bow, diamond, it's brittle, lustrous. Is there a better material? Could I technically just use crimson iron? Is that going to be good? This is the real question. Malleable and hard. You know what? We'll go for it. Screw it. I don't really care. And then we'll make a crimson iron bow. Sometimes takes less damage, increases harvest speed as item is damaged, and pulls in nearby items. Overall, a pretty dope bow. Then I guess we can chuck that back in there, that back in there. These two can go in there. And then we need an arrow. So the arrows are arrow tip, compound fletching, which you get by fletching blueprint. Okay. Well, now we've got ourselves the fletching blueprint, so I guess we need leaves. I know I have a pair of shears somewhere. There they are. Perfect. Let's go over here and yoink a tree. Perfect. Now we've got those guys. We're also going to acquire our little guy so that we have the Vault Crystal for this episode. So level 13 Vault Crystal. Perfect. And now what we can do is get a bunch of leaf fletchings, chuck the blueprint back in there, chuck the lemons in that in there, and then now I need arrow tips. So what I think does emerald work for an arrow tip? Emerald, brittle, and synergistic. Okay, so then we go 53 of these, 52, 53, shoot. Oh, emerald arrow heads. So I'm gonna assume that, wait, where did, oh, it went under backpack, of course. Anyway, I'm assuming that I need tool rods. So can I do not use with vanilla crossbows? Oh, so we get 64 per. That would have been nice to know. Can I, wait, I can just go, I can add, what? Okay, so it takes durability away to repair it and make it a full arrow with even more durability. But then I still have the arrow heads. This is so confusing. I don't even know. I'm just gonna chuck these back there and then that fletching there, because I don't know what's going on even. We're gonna put this guy back. I have arrows now with 256 arrows. So that's cool, I guess. I have regen, so I don't need to carry my bananas anymore. Got more bananas, which you apparently need later. We also have one skill point to use, which we're gonna, of course, put into Nova. And now I guess we can do knowledge essence, because we need more knowledge essence in the vaults. And... okay, do we have a magnet? No, we do not, so we'll leave these guys for the end. Let's go into our vault. So, give me 1 second. There we go. And now what we need to do first is actually disable flight so that we completely take flight off of that. So we can now take fall damage, can have to deal with all that stuff. Now we're ready to go into our first level 13 vaults. So let's do it. We have our arrows. We have cool water bucket. I'm smart. Yep, that worked perfectly, just as I intended. We also got rid of the button. Now we gotta replace the button, and you know what? Screw it. I don't even. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Let's go! It's vault hunting time! Let's go! It is time! It is time! Beginner's Grace. So, of course, that means that if we're killed, we keep our inventory but receive a durability penalty. But things can actually be trapped because we no longer have Beginner's Insurance, which is a little bit of a bummer. I also forgot to bring blocks, which is great. So, we're just gonna grab ourselves a stack of smooth basalt, and that should work fine. Anyway, let's go down here. Perfect, we got some normal miner zombies. Apparently, there are several things that we can use to early on upgrade our weapons, which I'm going to do probably after this vault at the end of the episode, so stay tuned for that. I don't fully understand how Silent Gear works, but I'm starting to, and the people in the comments have been helping out so much. You guys have been doing so much to help out, and I really appreciate it, because I have no idea how this mod works, so thank you so much, because otherwise I would be incredibly lost and would look like an absolute fool, as I probably already do normally, but, you know, even more of one, so thank you for making me not look completely stupid. Just a little bit. I just look a little bit stupid, it's fine. Anywho, essentially, what you want to do for an elixir vault, you just want to loot as many chests as you can and eliminate as many mobs as you can. And you don't need to spend a ton of extra time after you complete your main objective of elixir, just because it's not going to give you a whole ton. It gives you 18k XP for the elixir vault itself. Also, this guy's a champion mob, which means it has an extra stat as well as extra health. And also, it means that because of this guy's ability, when he hits us, he will actually heal, which is a little bit of a bummer because our sword only does about 8 damage. So, just gotta hit him a lot, but he dropped a rare plus unidentified vault axe, which is perfect. Now we can mine some coin piles real quick, and then loot more chests, even more chests, even more chests, which is perfect. Of course, always make sure that you're storing as much as you can into your backpack or pouch, because overall you're going to want to have at least some inventory space clear, just so you can loot quickly other stuff. And also, if you're playing Vault Hunters Plus, make sure that at least sometime early on you're getting one of two, water breathing or fire resistance, early on with everlasting abilities, because they will help out so much. They're such a lifesaver. I'm not kidding at all when I say that I would not be where I am in this series already without them, because they've prevented so much damage and helped so much utilitarianly. So overall, just highly recommend it. Also, if you are accomplishing the entire thing of an elixir vault in the first room, I would recommend going at least one more room, just because overall sometimes the first room does not have the best loot, comparatively speaking, towards the rest of the rooms. So we're going to head forward. We're also going to toggle our x-ray. It looks like there is a big living POI up here, so we're going to target that first. And then we'll be able to kind of just skedoodle. Of course, you don't really have to use x-ray if you don't want to. It's all just optional stuff. I added that because it's a lot better and more comprehensive than the ability itself. Plus, since we're using Silent Gear, we're not really utilizing mana at all. And since it works better, it's less laggy. Overall, it's just better in my personal opinion. So I'm using that instead, and I hope that you guys don't hate it. And if you do, leave an annoyed comment, because I don't care. Any engagement is good engagement, because that's how YouTube works. Anyway, let's just take care of this giant horde of mobs. One of them does have a blue ability, which is a rare ability. It's not an epic ability, but rare is the second highest tier, so we will hopefully be able to get that guy here in a second. Also, just trying to make sure to kite everything that we can. We got the ability already. Let's see what ability it is in a second. Preferably it's luck. If it's not luck, that is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So conduit power and water breathing. We have 1 level of each of them. We're going to combine them. Now we got Bad Omen, so entities in the area around us get Bad Omen. Now we're just going to come down. We're going to mostly just go for the mobs. That is a champion mob, so we'll get free extra loot. But we will have to make sure that we're trying to stay away from as many POIs as we can while we take care of him, because otherwise, then we'll just have a giant horde of mobs. Also, he is one of the variants that heals, which is the vampire symbol above him. It's called Vampiric, which is a little unfortunate, but overall it's not too bad of a thing, because it means that I can just kite back slowly. I don't have to worry about a crazy amount of stuff other than him just healing me when he hits me. So if I just evade his hits, he can't heal at all. And at these lower levels, the speed that they have is nothing to really write home about. It's nothing crazy. It's just realistic, slow walking speed, which is good, because it means that I don't have to worry about having to deal with stuff. But there is a higher likelihood of champions from what I'm seeing, and that's a little bit risky because champion mobs are a little bit crazily difficult and annoying at higher levels, especially at higher difficulties. So this is normal vault difficulty, and at a certain point, once we get good enough loot, I may be trying to do an impossible level difficulty, which is the highest level of difficulty other than fragged, which fragged is you don't want to try it. It will just, it's not fun. It's just difficult and hard for the sake of hard, and it's just not fun. So I do not recommend trying fragged. You can try impossible, especially if you're playing normal Vault Hunters. So just give that a try. Honestly, it's not bad at all. It's pretty chill. It's pretty fun. But just don't ever do fragged. It's not worth it. Also, I will be doing... Oh, stay tuned, because I will be doing a hardcore series of Vault Hunters. Just normal Vault Hunters. The original version of Vault Hunters 2, which is this version of Vault Hunters. So just stay tuned for that. We're going to just kind of, I guess we'll go up a little bit, check some stuff out up here. If there's anything crazy, we'll get some coins. I will say coins are very helpful, as well as they give good XP, so we're not gonna ignore them since they're right next to here. But if it was just wooden chests, I would completely ignore them. Wooden chests, at a base level, they're good, but at this point in time, they're not really worth. So just keep that in mind. Wooden chests, they get not worth it rather rapidly, and so I would just recommend opening them, closing them if they're rarer and epic, or if you're past level 50 and you get inscriptions and such in them, then make sure to loot everything. But if not, it is what it is. Anyway, 22,000 XP, which puts us to level 14. Of course, we've got all that stuff. We've got all that stuff, so we gotta organize, but we're gonna first upgrade Nova. And now it's time to claim our reward. Plop that down. Level 15, which means that we can go Nova again. Then 1 unspent expertise point, which is going to go into Fortunate, meaning that when we mine with our level 7 Fortune, we now have level 9 Fortune. And now we gotta open up our crates and organize all the loot. Well, as it would seem, we got another level of speed, which is quite nice. So now we're even faster. I'm going to change the FOV a little bit. I prefer a more narrow FOV just so I can see things better. And then we got 1 Relic Booster Pack, 3 Orbs of Regrets, 4 Mystery Boxes, which we're going to get hopefully a bunch of Diamonds, Emeralds. We got some Larimar as well, which is quite nice. Overall, we got 8 Beniatite, 2 Larimar, puts us to 932. We also got 16 Vault Gold, 4 total Vault Cheeseburgers, which we're going to eat. We're going to check the gold in there. And then we've got a bunch of pieces of Vault Gear. The Magnet is the only piece that we can use, so we're going to save that for the very end. But we're going to roll everything else just really quickly right here. Preferably we get something usable. If not, it is what it is. But it looks like we got everything scrappy and we can't use it at all, so it is what it is. Now we're gonna roll the common pluses. Come on, give me something good. I would prefer some omegas or epics, even though it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, I just sneezed so hard. That sneeze came unexpectedly. Anyway, I got 3 more pieces, all rare plus vault gear, which we're gonna roll. So level 13, we got our first omega. That's pretty dope. Wow, another piece of gear that we can't use. 1 omega, 2 rares. Anyway, will our scrappy plus magnet give us something good? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And honestly, it's a magnet, so we're gonna equip it anyway, but it's not really great. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna grab our emeralds. We're going to enchant our bow. So let's give it, just give it unbreaking, I guess. Infinity, I don't think works with these arrows, but we're gonna give it anyway. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that for that. But what we can do, I guess, is what's gonna be the best way to do tip up? How do upgrades work? Do I need jeweler's tools? So at silent. Sorry about that. A fly flew into my throat, and that was actually terrible. Holy. Anyway, spear. So we get a spear. We get an example spear. Then we get an example spear. Then we can go salvaging, modifier work table, extract ability. What? So allows pickaxes to work like a shovel. So, is that how you do a tip upgrade? Is you go, how do I do tip? I'm gonna learn real quick. Well, apparently I'm dumb and there's just a blueprint for it, so, how does the blueprint work? Do I just, oh, I need an upgrade base, which is paper, and some stones, some oak, okay. So, wood, I think I have stone in here. Yeah, I have diorites. So wood, that, and paper. Should have plenty of paper, right? Right? There we go. Perfect. Then we get our upgrade bases. We go like that. Then I can go and I go do. How do I? Okay. Is it redstone dust? Redstone tip upgrade. Harvest speed, attack damage. So we'll go that for that guy. What are the different upgrade materials though that I can use? Gold, iron, lapis. What'll lapis do? Let's see. Come on. What will lapis do? Lapis, holy and lucky 4. What? Okay, enchantability, rarity. Okay. I guess it ups the enchantability if I were to grind stone and do other stuff. But I think that, okay, attack damage +2, range damage +2. I think I'm gonna do this redstone for everything. Do I just put it in here, or do I craft it with it? Okay. So, craft it with it, craft it with it, craft it with it, and then arrow? No, I can't upgrade the arrow. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. So we got that taken care of. I guess this can go into our blueprint book. And I have a lot to learn about this mod, but that is going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to run some vaults off camera till we get to level 20, and then we're going to go through some quests next episode, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time. GG's, peace, have a great day, bye-bye!